Welcome back. So we're going to be having an interesting conversation today. We have Simpson Emmanuel, who is a quality health, safety, and environment professional with technical hands-on experience in field operations, things like power, construction, telecoms, production, audit, you know, those kind of things. Simpson manages human behavior towards achieving a positive quality health, security, safety, and environmental culture in the workplace. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, so today is World International Health and Safety Day.
At work.
At work.
Yes.
At work.
Yes.
So a lot of people think about their health and safety maybe when they're at home or maybe on the road, maybe even just crossing the street. And of course, with COVID, everybody's been masking up now and trying to stay safe. So why is it essential for there to be proper health and safety practices in the workplace?
Okay, thank you very much. I would start from saying that we have this myth at the workplace that safety begins here,
Okay.
as coming into the workplace.
Okay.
But let me say that it's absolutely wrong, kind of, to me, because safety starts with you in your house.
Okay.
As little as the water pouring on the floor and you mopping it up,
Okay.
you're trying to guide yourself from sleeping. You turning off your electrical thing for leaving the house. Also,
Okay.
you're doing safety.
Okay.
Putting off your gas cylinder outside the kitchen is part of the safety. So safety starts in your living room, in your in the bedroom, as the case may be, anywhere before you even get to the workplace.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the workplace, you are already prepared against injury, against harm. So that's why we're talking about this week. That we want you to come to work and then go back home the same way you came, free of injury, free of accidents, free of any harm at work.
Okay, so now from your experience,
Okay.
which type of organizations take health and safety the most seriously?
Ooh. From my experience, I think oil and gas.
Oil and gas.
Yeah, oil and gas, then telecom.
Oh, wow, okay.
Then construction, as the case may be.
Why do you think they take extra care?
Okay, fine. You know, we call something a risk assessment. The risk at the oil and gas is much more higher than maybe other areas of the workplace.
Okay.
So the workers at the oil and gas tend to be much more conscious of the health of their staff because they work offshore. So
very true.
Then the risk is high.
So let's talk a bit about the roles. So now, as an employer or an employee, let's start with employers. Okay. What is their role in this improvement of health and safety culture at the workplace? Okay.
Firstly, the employer should, first of all, imbibe the culture, so the safety culture. In every organization, we have safety professionals there trying to give them knowledge, trying to train them on safe work practices. Okay. So the onus lies on an employer. Okay. Yeah, to take up this safety culture because there are always meetings, safety briefings, toolbox meetings, HSE meetings, health safety and environment meetings every day. So, as a worker, you need to take up. Safety begins with you as a worker. Okay. Make sure that you are protected. Make sure you are not exposed to harm, as the case may be. So obey all the safety rules at work. So the safety starts with you as an employer. All right, so I'm going to flip it now. Okay. We've talked about the employers. What about the employees? What are those very key things that you've probably noted employers actually make mistakes on? Fine. Employers don't really take the safety of their workers in high esteem, as the case may be. They don't do that. It's pertinent for the employers to provide a safe work environment for them, in as much as providing their tools to work with. There's something called the PPEs, the personal protective equipment for workers. This will really protect the workers from any form of injuries, harm, or accident at work. But firstly, they should be able to hold at high esteem the occupational health safety management system of the organization. Okay. Yes, so it's just their own responsibility to do that, to make sure that the workers are free from harm, injuries, or accidents while they're working. Okay, so let's talk a bit about awareness. Now, health and safety isn't something that we hear every day, and in my opinion, it should be a little more than than what we're hearing now.
But what can companies do to increase the level of awareness?
Okay, companies should, as I said earlier on, the health and safety culture is really, it's been reduced in Nigeria, as the case may be. So the employers should take it a high esteem. They should bring in what I call these rules and policies that will favor the workers. It starts from the government. Yeah,
wow.
Governments in Nigeria are not really doing safety as the case may be. It's really, really reduced. So the government should be able to increase the awareness of safety. And include it in their monthly budget also. So at least the employer should be able to benefit from the government policies, then now cascade it down to the workers at work.
Okay, so I heard you say policies, guidelines, rules, regulations. Do you think health and safety is something that if someone breaks a rule, they should be disciplined for it? Do you think it's that serious?
Absolutely, yes. I have a friend that practices health and safety in other countries aside Nigeria, and it's a big deal. It's a business. It's a serious. Any government that wants to thrive, Nigeria is really missing a lot by not getting themselves involved in health and safety. It's a very big source of revenue. We don't have to go to that now, but it's a big source of revenue. If the government should invest in health and safety, it's going to be a very big revenue to them, but they don't know.
I have to say a big thank you to you, Emmanuel Simpson, for coming to talk to us. It is World Health and Safety Day at the workplace. Make sure you take extra care today with whatever you're doing. You know it's a bit rainy out there. Don't let the water by the doorway stay there. You never know, someone could slip over it. That's the tip I have for you right now, but there should be much more on our social media pages. Just use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We're going to be handing it over now to MM in the kitchen.